work this morning. All right. So I got feet. I got hands. Don't worry, it's drawn on the next slide. All right, so I cut my hand. So if I cut my hand, what kind of my receptor? What's my receptor going to be? All right, so my receptor is going to be a nociceptor for pain. That's going to come to a sensory neuron. The sensory neuron is going to synapse, because it's coming from my hand, it's going to synapse up here in my cervical spinal cord. So I'm going to have a synapse in the spinal cord. Then what I'm going to do, bless you, is I'm going to cross immediately. And go up and synapse within my thalamus. From my thalamus, I'm going to go to my hand region, and my hand region is going to be somewhere around there. So this is how pain in my right hand gets sensed in the left side of my cortex. Are we good with that? Name of the track. Where did we start? Spinal. Where did we end? Thalamic. And because it's sharp pain, we're going to call this one the neo-spinal thalamic. And the same thing could be true if I stubbed my toe. If I stubbed my toe, I'd have a nociceptor, I'd have a sensory neuron. The only difference is that's going to go into my lumbar for my toe, cross, go up to my thalamus, and go and synapse in my foot region. So you're good with that? Okay? Next one, we're going to draw on the right-hand side. And that is going to be for dull pain. I have a stomach ache. For me, I got a couple of discs degenerating in my low back. So this is going to be low back pain. Mostly joints, muscles, organs. What's the receptor going to be? What's the receptor going to be? What's the receptor going to be? Nociceptor. It's pain, it's just dull pain. So since it's going to be dull pain, we're not going to call this neospinal thalamic, we're going to call it paleospinal thalamic. It's not going to look too much different, except watch what's happening. Since we're talking about back, it's going to come in here to my thoracic region. It's going to synapse, and it's going to cross. But it's going to do something very, very interesting on the way up. On the way up, what it's going to do, as it goes up in my medulla, it's going to give off a little branch. Go through the pons, and when it gets to my midbrain, it's going to give off another branch. And then it will go to the thalamus, synapse in the thalamus, and then go to my back region. Now you might be saying, well, why did you make pit stops here and here? The reason why I make pit stops is because this neuron is going to come down here and it's going to release serotonin. What do we usually think of serotonin? What did Dr. Flynn way back when he taught you about neurochemistry? What did he tell you about serotonin? Low serotonin equals depression. Serotonin here is trying to reduce the pain. What does this neuron do? This neuron ends up making endogenous opioids. So you might feel the pain initially, but as the pain information is going up, it's setting up a system to decrease the pain. This is evolutionarily the oldest one. It's the one that lower animals only had. The example that I give is that I had a cat, Rusty, who did, true story, got bit by something in the woods by me, ripped the flesh off of her butt. But she can't sit there and lick her wounds. What happens? She ran under the deck to protect. So while she was running, she wasn't feeling pain because this system was allowing, it's an evolutionarily protective mechanism. If I put my hand on a hot stove, new pain, sharp pain, I don't want to modulate that. I don't want to turn it off. I want to feel it so I can move my hand away. Chronic pain, I want to be able to have a system to turn it down. Here's the problem. It's based on serotonin. So people who have depression are subject to chronic pain. They feel pain with greater intensity because they don't have that serotonin to turn it down. And there's the picture that's drawn, and there's the summary. This is what I just said in words. There's the neo, there's the paleo. And neuropathic pain